Howdy, howdy. This is a lazy December, ain't it?
Yes, it is. And Jordan did a little grinding earlier, and he found out the glory that is the golden hand.
Yeah, golden hands, man. I need them to rub me all over.
They are essentially the persona's equivalent of the metal slimes from Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, essentially they're really, really rare enemies that can give a lot of experience if you manage to kill them. And yeah, I can vouch with how strong they are. I
Okay.
don't recommend.
We're going to save the damsel in distress. After soccer practice, I have to have my priorities straight.
Okay, gotta build up them shins.
Yep, gotta build up them buns and thighs.
So, hope you all have been doing well. I realize we've been very off the radar in terms of channel content, but
Fair bit's
it's
been going on.
it's 2020, you know. Shit happens, and you can't really control this kind of stuff.
Nope.
But
No, you can't.
we're gonna make sure that we get a bit out before the holidays happen. As else that's been interesting, I don't know if anybody watching this knows about Webtoon. Jordan, I know you know about it.
Yep.
There's this Webtoon I have been reading that recently got its second season updated called Outrage. And it's created by one of the co-creators of Deadpool, funnily enough. And it's essentially about this vigilante superhero, I guess, or more anti-hero. I don't know. I'd want to say superhero, but he comes out of like phone screens and computer screens and such, and essentially beats the
I've heard
shit
of
out of
this.
horrible human beings on the internet.
Yeah, I've heard of this one actually.
And the second season for it just aired, and I just read the most recent episode for it, and I have to say it certainly was a like the comic in the first season was pretty politically driven in certain aspects, but in this second season they kind of jab at everybody.
Which is good.
I mean,
People are
Yeah.
equally shit.
yeah, it's just, I don't know, I just found it funny. Like like there is literally this segment where Outrage appears to a bunch of people in fursuits, and I'm just like, oh, it was a very odd thing. Well, not odd, but I just thought it was interesting. As for other webtoons, God, I've been reading so many of them thanks to this pandemic making so many other things unavailable.
Pretty much. Yeah, everything's just been.
Let's see, there's... Oh God, yeah. Jordan, what webtoons do you read?
I read the one like My Giant Boyfriend with Fish Cake.
Oh
I've
yeah,
read-
Fish Balls with My Giant Nerd Boyfriend.
Yeah,
That one's always fun.
that one's pretty good. I've read like 3 or 4 webtoons. The thing is, like, some of the webtoons I've read are also just like their own individual webcomics and have like a website, and I go to those usually, so I don't even think of them as webtoons.
Well, yeah, I just call them webtoons because of the nature of how they're constructed. You know, the
Yeah.
whole scroll down to read and such.
But no,
I've
like
gotta-
I come more from webcomics, and like I've read every panel of El Guna Shiv or Shive. I don't know how people want to pronounce that. Bittersweet Candy Bowl, Between Failures, Questionable Content. Those are some of the big ones for me right now. Slightly Damned. Like, I haven't probably read Slightly Damned in at least probably 3 or 4 months, but I want to
See.
get back to that one sometime.
My big ones are Space Boy, Traceless Night, Silo, Nomads, Luff, Outrage, and that's another one I really like. Oh yeah, My Girlfriend is an Orc Warlord.
Yeah. You might also like, because
Oh, and
I
of
know
course,
you're into
Let's Play.
fantasy.
And of course, Let's Play, because everybody fucking reads Let's Play.
Never
Granted,
read it, actually. I've never even heard of it. But you
Let's
might
Play
like...
is... Let's Play is created by an artist who worked with YouTubers like Markiplier and generally that circle of YouTubers. Like, her style is very recognizable, and it's about this really... I don't want to say... She's a very sheltered woman. This very sheltered woman who was like an indie developer who tried making her own indie game, and she put it out, and a super big ViewTuber did a really terrible review of it, and you know, the guy suddenly is now her next door neighbor in her apartment complex, and hijinks ensue. You know, it's rom-com 101, you know.
All right. Well, if you're looking for more of like a drama comic that's also a bit high fantasy, I'd suggest Daughter of the Lilies. That one's pretty good.
If there is one that I can recommend, Jordan, you said before you like your werewolves and your supernatural stuff. I recommend Wolfsbane.
Wolfsbane, all right.
It almost has this oil paint style of art. Like, it looks like it's comes off an oil painting, and it's essentially about a legacy of of werewolf hunters hunting down the last of a particular werewolf bloodline. And they have to use a specific kind of silver too. Like, everybody knows, you know, what do you kill a werewolf with? Oh, silver bullets and stuff like that. But no, with this particular series, the werewolves in question have to be killed with a super old inherited silver. It can't just be any old silver. And by the time the series starts, I believe the main character only has like 2 or 3 left of her inherited bullets. So, yeah, it's not a very long series, which is also part of the reason why I recommend it, because a lot of webtoons can get really fucking long.
Oh yeah, totally.
Another one for a cute romance one is called Miss Abbott and the Doctor.
Okay.
It has this very shoujo kind of art style, and I really love it. Yeah, Space Boy, of the ones I am subscribed to, Space Boy is probably my favorite, which is very odd for me because I'm not a sci-fi person, but it's really fucking good.
Dude, I'm all about that sci-fi, so I'll probably get right in on that.
Yeah, it's got 256-ish episodes, and it's currently on hiatus, so plenty of time to catch up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Webtoons got a lot of good stuff on them, and that's clearly noticed as the case because 2 Webtoons have... Actually, wait. God of High School, Noblesse... No, 3 Webtoons have been made into anime now. God of High School, which recently wrapped up. Tower of God, which I think wrapped up recently, and I don't know if it's getting another season. And Noblesse, which I think just recently started. Which apparently of the 3, the Tower of God so far is the only one that's actually really good. Like, God of High School was fun to start with because it had these really different, unique animations for all the characters who use different martial arts, like Taekwondo versus Karate versus Kendo. But then it just kind of gets into ridiculous ass stand battles, and it's like, remember when this was a martial arts tournament?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know about Noblesse. I never really checked it out before, so I'm not an authority on that. But I just know that there are some certain webtoons that I think would make some kick-ass anime. One in particular that is actually a really recent one is called The Boxer, where it's about this kid who, from his design to his personality, you can immediately tell this kid is dead inside. Like, he just has no soul whatsoever. His eyes are like black voids. He just has no, like, he has no emotion showing, and he pretty much is good at anything that can be accomplished, and he ends up being funnily enough, he ends up being a bullying victim alongside another kid. But then he's picked up by a boxing coach, and he's like, "Oh no, you're actually a severe monster when it comes to boxing," because the way that the artist conveys that action is that a sketch is shown of like, oh hey, the kid jabbed, but then it cuts to his opponent, and it's like part of his face just vanishes in a circle. You'll have to read it for yourself to get what I mean. So, is this a theater club?
Yeah, I remember when I played this on the PS2 back in the day, I joined theater.
Okay.
Like, again, I haven't played this game since high school, so let's just say it's been almost 8 years at least.
Yeah. And we're talking about original Persona 4 here, not Golden, since...
yeah, Persona 4 base game, not Golden.
Yeah, since Golden was Vita only for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A really long time.
So, yeah, I'm glad that we have it on PC now, where it should have been the whole time.
Well, or at the very least, modern platforms.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, so, yeah, I was like, I kind of want to play this as close to the original game as I did, because I never actually beat it on the PS2.
So you're trying to remember all of your past memories of the game and following those as quickly as you can.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm speed running it as best I can.
And meanwhile, I'm in the background going, "Save Yukiko already." Do
Yeah.
it.
And don't worry, we're going to do that before the episode's over, because we're already on the 5th floor, and it won't take us very long to get to her, but I just want to, go ahead and get kind of close to all the other stuff.
Yeah, might as well get some more social links to start on at least, so when you have free time, you can actually do stuff instead of what I ended up doing, where I didn't get a whole lot of social links and I just kind of putzed around.
Well, not only that, but it's why, like, right now when I'm here...
Or past its expiration
yes,
date.
eat it.
Eat it. Get your guts up.
But,
Be like Weird Al and just eat it.
yeah, pretty much. Courage has greatly increased. You don't feel well. You decide to go to bed early.
Yeah.
It was either that or I was going to finish the fishing book.
Oh god. You gotta save Yukiko today. 3 days of rain. It's definitely...
Yeah, no, I know. It's today or I have to do it during the rain.
Yeah.
We're gonna save her.
Yes, Yukiko,
Take
we'll
our
save your
time.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
We'll save your girlfriend.
Yeah. She'll be okay. And you'll get to
Who
see
will
her in a
you,
big fluffy dress.
Who will you romance in this playthrough? Just curious. Who's your Persona 4 best girl?
Well, Kanji's out of the question. But, no, I
know.
guess I'll go with, like, police chick.
Wait, police chick.
Detective chick, she wears the hat.
Oh, Naoto.
Naoto, there you go.
Yeah. By the by, we're not really going to be that concerned about sharing spoilers since, as we've mentioned, this is a PS2 game that got turned into a PS Vita game that's been out for 8 years. And granted, it hasn't been played by a lot of people, but it's an old game. Despite what Atlas says about being sticklers of spoilers, you guys ought to at least know some of this shit already.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was so stupid, Atlas putting out that statement of like, oh, some people still haven't played Persona 4 Golden. You don't want to spoil the twist for them, do you? And I'm just like, fuck off.
I get it, because, like, I guess people that are, like, I probably wouldn't have cared about Persona until middle school or high school anyway, but people just getting into the series probably haven't played it. But I'm sure, like, if they played Persona 5 and that was their entry into the series, or they heard about the fighting games, they'll at least know a little bit about what happens in this game because of that.
Well, I'm speaking more from the point of view from, well, not myself, but knowing people in this situation where they don't want to get,
shit.
PCs or
I didn't even
consoles.
understand that question.
I think marriage numbers is the answer.
I'm going to check.
So as I was saying, people that have like are very interested in the stories of these games, but don't want to have to shell out like huge sums of money for PCs or consoles just so that they have an ability to play the game, or maybe they don't have the time to. Like, maybe they would just rather have a Let's Play on in the background and be really invested in the story while they're doing a different task. Like, that's the whole deal, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I understand that, you know, maybe they don't want to be spoiled, but for people that don't care and just want to know the story because maybe they just don't want to, I don't know. Point is, I just think it's a dumb policy and it's very anti consumer, I
Yeah.
think.
Well, that's actually one reason I'm glad Atlas got bought out by Sega.
Yeah. Speaking of Sega, I've also been playing a lot of Yakuza 0. God, that game.
Mm-hmm.
I never, okay, so I would see the PS2 copies of Yakuza and just write it off as a GTA clone or something, or a crime game in my head, and I was never into those kind of things. So I'm a bit late to the game when it comes to Yakuza, and I feel fucking stupid for not getting into it earlier.
Yeah, I haven't actually played much of Yakuza 0, but I have been wanting to.
It is so fucking fun. It is some of the most fun I've had with an action game in a while because the characters and the scenarios are so fun. Like, let me break down one or two instances of character stuff for you.
Okay.
So there's two playable characters in Yakuza 0. One of them is named Goro Majima. One of his quests involves sneaking into a cult to attempt to help a woman's daughter out of said cult. And
like
you're trying to figure out the terminology for all of their stuff, like sending energies out to the universe called Shure Pipi, and he literally says, "I'm sure you just snuck a Shure Pipi in there," and you know, just trying to generally break the cult out. And then when you beat up the cult leader, he goes, "Oh God, I think I'm bruised or broken. Get me an ambulance!" And their cult members are like, "Oh no, our leader is injured. We must send him positive healing energy." And they start doing the chants, and he's like, "No, God damn it, I need an ambulance." It's so stupid.
Yeah, that's always kind of been the thing with Yakuza. It just has these really zany moments.
Another one and one for Kiryu's segment, Kiryu being the series protagonist, at least up until the newest entry, is this one where you're helping this sort of Yankee street band try to seem like total hard asses when in truth they're actually really big softies.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to come up with things for them. And I don't know, it's just really charming. Yeah. Or the one where you're actually trying to help a dominatrix become a better dominatrix.
Oh boy.
that one stood out to me pretty heavily in particular. Like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing. I just think that if we were to do any other long form LPs in the future, Yakuza 0 could be high on that fucking list.
Yeah, probably.
And I believe it's on PC actually.
I have it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think for certain that is a worthwhile idea. It is so much fun. Not to mention the combat's just nice.
Okay, well I can at least put him in some chainmail.
Yeah, give your dude some chainmail.
Yeah.
How fucking rad would it be though if you got to have chainmail under your school uniform all the time?
I mean, depending on the gauge, you could. I wouldn't suggest it because unless it's stainless, it's going to be covered in oil. But you know.
Yeah, God forbid if it ever gets caught like on budding chest hairs.
That's why you should always make sure you buy riveted chainmail and not butted chainmail.
I just picture this image of like some kids jogging in gym class with a chainmail shirt on, and he's like, "Ow, ow, ow!" Keeps pinching my hairs. Ow, ow.
That has happened to me. Hence why I say make sure you get riveted chainmail, not butted chainmail. It will definitely cut down on that. Won't get rid of all of it, but it'll help.
Imagine that'd be like miniature clothespins pinching you constantly, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, you've got enough go hoems, I think.
Yeah, I don't really need that, so maybe buy a few more medicines just in case.
Yeah, since you don't know if you'll ever run out of SP during the fight.
It never hurts to have a little extra, just heal.
Yeah. Yeah, I certainly hope Atlas gets their head out of their asses in regards to spoilers and streaming content, because like the stream embargo that happened with original Persona 5 itself was super stupid, where it's like, oh, you can't stream past a certain date or else we'll DMCA your stream, and it's like, fucking Jesus, dude, guys, some people just want to fucking see the story without playing the game.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not going to affect the sales you get too much. In fact, 5 ended up being a fucking record breaker.
But
and
I don't know,
then
like,
it's like,
you want to talk backwards business? I just feel it's most Japanese game developers. I mean, look at Nintendo right now, and this is going to take the vid, but God.
Nintendo's fucking bullshit right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the dumbest shit they've pulled, but it's probably the most souring.
Yeah, it's definitely divisive.
Like, for anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about,
okay, cool. There's a blue room here. I was like,
yeah,
oh shit,
yeah,
I should have maybe
room.
tried to fuse some personas.
There's always a velvet room everywhere you go, protagonist. Even in the bathroom. Seriously, you need to wipe between the cracks. You don't want it to smell funny.
Oh god, why did you say that? Velvet room, you're just wafting the scent into the fucking cushions. They'll never get out.
Oh god, it smells like celery. Why does it smell like celery?
Oh god. Oh, why? Why? Oh god.
It's horrible. I could tell he ended up having a very odd diet over the strain of the week. I think I smell cup noodles.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how my Igor impression's gone down, but I just think that's the general gist.
Yeah, something like that. Let's see.
But yeah, Nintendo filed a DMCA takedown for somebody that was making custom Joy-Con cells after the YouTuber Etika.
I saw that.
The YouTuber Etika, rest in peace to him. And then they also shut down a really big competitive event, and they also took down a corresponding event with Splatoon because it featured some of the Melee players, which, if you haven't heard, Smash Bros. Melee players in particular have a pretty bad thing going on with them at the moment.
Yeah, we do.
And it's just kind of bringing to light how Nintendo really doesn't like fan-made stuff.
Pretty much.
Nintendo is not like... other people with more grace and better editing and better speaking skills and more charisma and larger dongs have said that Nintendo essentially loves to keep their properties just to themselves. They're like, yes, you can take a look, like they like to treat their games like museum pieces. And maybe some parts are interactable, maybe sometimes the animatronic comes to life and tricks you, or maybe it's like one of those golden men that's on the side of the road that pretends to be a statue and then scares the shit out of your kids when you're taking a picture.
Mm-hmm.
But they just don't like fans making content out of their stuff. Like,
no, they don't.
Say what you will about the quality of Sonic Team and Sega's stuff. At the very least, they're very encouraging of fan content.
Oh, totally.
since Sonic Mania was made by people that did Sonic fan games.
Sonic Robo Blast 2 is another great example of a game that they have yet to cease and desist because, well, it's been going on for like 12 years, and by God, it's actually turned out really good now.
Yeah, imagine a world where AM2R could not have been DMCA'd by Nintendo, where Pokemon Uranium and Pokemon Prism could have actually, gotten some ringing endorsement.
Yeah.
Just because the people that make those fan games are people that could be legitimately great additions to the development team of any capacity.
Or, it could just be a great way for, I don't know, the company to gauge what things are interesting their core audience or niches within the audience that they could improve upon in the games.
Exactly. Like, I mean, everybody points to Mother 3 immediately, but I also point to the prospect of, hey, maybe you actually could do an Echoes game of Binding Blade. The fucking game that is a technical story sequel to Blazing Blade. But apparently to them, any game that isn't Awakening, Fates, or I guess nowadays Three Houses.
Yeah.
Which I like Three Houses a lot, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna sense that it's gonna be just as run into the ground with references or love from Nintendo as Awakening and Fates have been.
Probably.
Point is, Nintendo is making stupid decisions in regards to fan content. They don't like fan content, so long as it's not being profitable to them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's pissing a lot of people off, and I also felt iffy about it. Like, for instance, I recently got the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon translation that was put out on the Switch, and I'm playing it and I'm liking it, but I wish it was an Echoes remake.
Yeah.
But because Echoes Shadows of Valentia didn't sell well, we're never going to get another Echoes game. No more remakes of these old Fire Emblem games that were exclusive to Japan for decades.
Yeah.
Ugh. Like, I understand businesses have to be pragmatic about their IPs and their decision makings. Like, in the end, they're companies that have mouths to pay and, golden limos and prostitute hand jobs to pay for. But I don't know. Just some of the decisions just end up feeling completely counterintuitive to what a company could do.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like, I'm not saying they should, but I'm saying they could, and it would benefit them more so than if they just, smacked their Dad of the Year macaroni painting onto the ground and stamped on it.
Yeah.
Not to mention also, like, some dumb... It's like, this is more of a personal thing for me, but I still feel kind of miffed about Travis Touchdown not being a character in Smash and as being a Mii costume.
Travis Touchdown?
Yeah. Made into a Mii costume, which some say is fitting because he's meant to be a loser, but...
I don't know. I feel like we already have so many actual sword characters in Smash.
That's fair.
Like,
sword characters are abundant.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. It would be cool if, like, maybe they made a mechanic like Byleth where you were switching to different beam katanas or something in battle.
I was thinking like, all of his grab moves are his wrestling techniques, and one of his taunts could be like the motion that he does when he recharges his beam katana.
Yeah. Then we would just have the whole Steve animation debacle again.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Venus.
Beefness.
Yeah, I don't remember the puzzle to this floor very well.
Yeah, it's pretty much you just have to walk into the barrier that teleports you to an area you haven't been on the level yet, and then when you do that, it'll teleport you to the next area. Once you do all the areas like that, you can unlock the door with Yukiko behind it, and then you go through that door and you fight her.
Actually, I think you're going to be fighting a mini-boss.
Oh man, if it's a mini-boss again. Well, we'll find out.
Wait, again?
Yeah, we already
It's
did
been a
one
while
mini
since.
boss. Yeah, we already did the mini boss here. This should be the.
Was it not? Wait. No, the mini boss of this place is like a shadow that's like a knight on a horse. I don't think we've fought that yet.
We might not have. We'll see.
Because last time we played this, we got Chie, and we did a bit of grinding.
Yeah.
That's definitely the standouts.
Okay, so
So
we
I
might
don't think
not
we-
actually be ready to beat this yet.
Well, we'll kind of have to blast through it, man, because
Yeah, we got like 2 days.
you're out of time. You'd spent too much time trying to get with that theater chick and your sports boys.
Hey, don't question me and my boys.
I will question me and the boys.
Me and the boys.
Why are
man.
they based off the '60s Spider-Man cartoon, people? What was the point of that joke? Why is that a meme?
Because it's funny.
Yeah, and it's not like '60s Spider-Man doesn't do it to itself.
It really does. I actually have the entire '60s Spider-Man collection, like on DVD.
Oh my god.
I literally have it. I can send you a picture later.
Damn. Damn. Well, the flex on you, I've got all of Batman Beyond.
I mean, nice. I had to pirate that in high school.
God, Batman Beyond.
That's such a good series.
Yeah, fucking just DCAU in general.
Pretty much. Like, rest in peace. That's some good shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we technically got another entry with that Batman and Harley Quinn movie,
Yeah, and it was okay.
except for the double butt cheek thing.
Yeah. That animation
Did
glitches happen.
I told you about that, right? How the animators messed up on Harley Quinn and made it look like she had 2 pairs of ass cheeks.
Yeah.
But then again, to you, that wouldn't necessarily be a problem. But yeah, GCAU as a kid was fucking incredible.
Yeah,
I remember
just
the first piece of DCAU that I remember watching, and I think I mentioned this to you or some other friends before, but I had this VHS, and yes, I am that old. I had this VHS. I don't know if it was straight to video or if it did ever come out in theaters, but it was this crossover movie between Batman and Superman where Bruce Wayne came to Metropolis.
Oh yeah, the
and-
Batman Superman movie. That's literally what it's called. I also have that VHS right now.
Okay. Yeah. Essentially, what it was that Bruce Wayne came to Metropolis, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Bruce Wayne!" And Lois Lane's like, "Oh my God, Bruce Wayne! I need to hop on that millionaire." And shenanigans happen. Joker suddenly has a ceramic dragon made out of kryptonite, which was kind of odd.
Mm-hmm.
But of the characters in that series, the female characters that awoken something in little... How old was I? Like 5? 4 maybe? Oh god, I don't remember how old I was, but Lois Lane was like a first childhood crush for me
Yeah.
from that whole animated universe. And it's like, yeah, I can see the appeal of Wonder Woman, but Lois Lane was first. So, like, I also remember watching that Justice League cartoon, like the first 3 episodes of a Justice League cartoon, where it was like they meet Martian Manhunter and they take down this alien group that apparently had enslaved the Martians.
Yeah, the White Martians.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's Young Justice, which I haven't seen season 3 yet, thanks to DC making it into its own streaming platform. I haven't heard anything about it either. I don't know if it's any good, but I remember first 2 seasons of Young Justice being fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I actually cosplayed Superboy a few times. Like, it was probably the closest it would probably be like one of the closest aspects of becoming DCAU without actually being DCAU. So yeah, this is the mini boss.
Yeah.
But yeah, since you got him all confuzzled, I think you won't have too many issues.
Pretty much.
And plus, again, you encounter the golden hand.
Yeah. Make her hit even harder.
Yes. Make her kick so hard you lop his head off.
Pretty much.
Does the fucking Chun-Li style super from Street Fighter 3. Actually, I'm kind of shocked that wouldn't have been a reference.
You know, it would make sense for her. Maybe in the fighting games. I haven't actually played the fighting games. I played the new BlazBlue that has some of the characters like brought over. Like I played as Yosuke a few times.
Oh, you say Blaze, or you say BlazBlue? Okay.
Yeah, BlazBlue.
Yeah, it's the cross tag thing.
Yeah,
it's the cross tag thing, right?
And
the one that has the Ruby characters in it.
I haven't really played as Chie too much. Yeah, it has the Ruby characters in it. And I haven't really played a lot of Chie, but maybe one of her attacks will do that. The weird thing is, a lot of your attacks actually revolve around summoning the persona, but not all of them do. Like, Yosuke actually plays like a ninja, and one of his things is like aerial tech switching is probably the best way to say it, because you'll attack from like one side of the enemy and then reappear on the other. So the only real way to guard against him is to actually lean into the next attack so that you're on the reversal side and can block to counter. Yeah, it's a lot of fun though.
Yeah, I don't really follow technical stuff with fighting games. The only thing I'm very technical with is Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
But I just respect the abilities of fighting games and how much fun people can have with them. And I sometimes watch tournament stuff because it's pretty neat and I like the sportsmanship.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Like that one time during Evo when Sonic Fox was going against this guy. I think his name was Daigo? No, not Daigo. Who was it? It was a guy that apparently had a hand injury the year before. Oh God, what was his name? Oh, the point is, it was this Japanese player against Sonic Fox in like the grand finales of Dragon Ball Fighters, and the Sonic Fox lost, but he's such a good sport because as his opponent is like weeping tears of joy that he won, he like raised his arm. Sonic Fox took his arm and raised it to show like victory and gave him a big old hug, and I'm like, that's the kind of sportsmanship we'd like to see, you know?
Oh yeah, no, I love that about the fighting game community.
And then there's for the cross tag battle, apparently the first person to have won it that wasn't a player from Japan was actually somebody that used Ruby characters.
Nice. They are pretty good. I do enjoy using the Ruby characters.
Yeah, even though Ruby itself has felt kind of odd lately.
I mean,
like, have you watched any of the latest season?
No, because I don't like Rooster Teeth as a channel, and I'm not going to go to their damn website to watch shit.
I don't use their channel. I just use Verve.
I don't have Verve.
It's only like $10 a month, and you get a lot of access to different anime. So okay. It's not necessary. I don't use it just for Rooster Teeth. It would not be worth the money if that were the case.
Yeah, for me, like, the original heart behind it died, and since we don't have them anymore, I don't know, the story was off, and it was really the only good Rooster Teeth since Red vs. Blue they had, and when they got off YouTube, I was like, okay, well, I respect your decision, but I'm not gonna follow y'all to any other platform, so bye.
Okay, yeah, well, again, Verve is not just a platform for only Rooster Teeth. Like, I can send you some of the shows that are on that platform because, speaking honestly, it's what I use to keep up with some anime that caught my eye. Like, there's this one called Jujutsu Kaisen that's fucking awesome so far. It's essentially about, like, this group of people that are trying to destroy curses incarnate, basically. Like cursed energy incarnate, while they themselves have to deal with the fact that they're vessels of cursed energy. It's really neat, and it's actually directed by the same person who directed the action in God of High School, which means the fucking action scenes are stunning. They are stunning. Like, one of the main characters is this girl that uses a hammer and nails imbued with energy to kill monsters.
Sounds nice.
And also there is a panda that talks. That also is a fighter.
Okay, I don't know if you watch Saber Spark, but Little Panda Fighter Man, come on.
Yeah, but the thing that drew a lot of people in was that in the OP of the series, it's like got all these cool action shots of the characters, the OP's really animated, and then suddenly you got this panda that's like parkouring over a rooftop, and you're like, what?
All right.
Why is there a panda parkouring over the rooftop?
Because why not?
And then I watched the show and the panda came up and he talks and I'm like, oh, I was kind of hoping he'd be just like a normal chill panda that just fights.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I
Just
was
like
hoping it'd
Tekken
literally
Panda.
I was fucking hoping it'd literally be just like Panda from Tekken.
Same. That's like, when you said that, I was like, wait, what? We got, Tekken Panda? Sweet.
I was But it's fine, they wanted to make sure the character could talk, that's whatever. But at the very least, they also have, like, very oddly, like, uncensored references to other pop culture. Like, they bring up Smash Brothers at one point. The main character, as part of his training to understand his energy better, literally watches Lord of the Rings. Like you get to see anime Elijah Wood and anime Sam. I don't know I forget the actor's name, but
Yeah.
you see Frodo and Sam, and I'm like, wow, I don't know how I feel about that. And let's see, what's another point is, I think the show's good. Like, it's not going to be something that lights the world on fire the way My Hero Academia did when it came out. And God, I haven't even been feeling that invested in My Hero Academia, but point is, it's fun. It's a fun action show to draw you in, and the characters are neat.
Yeah.
And as for Ruby's recent season, it started off on an okay foot, but I don't know. I just only watch it when I feel bored without much else to watch. Like, my obsession with that series didn't necessarily die after the third season when the creator passed away, but as time went on and as more and more scandals came up on Rooster Teeth with like some of their people being fired and a lot of people being let go, including some of the founding members.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Just Rooster Teeth isn't what it used to be, and to me, most of the shows don't even feel the same.
Most of the shows just don't really elicit the same kind of energy that they used to. Which, I'm not going to completely shit on Rooster Teeth for everything they do, because what they were able to accomplish with themselves is something that everybody in some way is, impressed by. Shit, anybody that wants to try and do a startup company could look to them for inspiration in some regard. But as for their current direction, it's not exactly the cleanest look. But
No.
Yeah. But yeah, I do recommend Verve as a platform for anybody that's curious, because they have the Big O. If you want to watch noir mecha action,
I do like noir mecha action.
the Big O.
Never heard of it, but sounds cool if it's...
You haven't heard of the Big O?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? There's not enough ale in the world to make me fucking comprehend that.
Seriously?
Seems like that would be such up your alley, dude.
I mean, I have a lot going on in life, and I just haven't heard of a lot of shows. I finally started watching Amphibia.
That's fair, but oh my god. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, that hits different, man.
I guess I should be watching the Big O.
He actually kicked me in a way. Wow. I mean, that's not like any of your hot takes, but that certainly hit me. Oh my god. Yeah, the Big O's awesome. As I mentioned, it's like noir meets mecha, and the art style will remind you a lot of Batman the Animated Series.
All right.
Like it's one of the most American animation looking shows you'll probably ever see that's an anime. I'll put it like that.
All right.
Like, you'll look at this and think, wow, if you said this was made in America, I would believe you.
Hmm.
So yeah, the Big O is fucking awesome. Oh my god, you haven't... Wow. Okay, tell me at least you've heard of Kino's Journey.
Nope.
Because I've been... Okay, good. Because I've been able to see that, thanks to the platform I'm on. It's just I haven't watched a whole lot of anime recently because it's so weird. Quarantine's the perfect excuse for us to be able to watch all these shows and, you know, catch up on all the games we have in our backlog.
Oh,
Backlog of...
And I think most of us haven't done it.
Yeah, I
thought I'd
haven't.
finish painting at least 2 Warhammer armies. It didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, I still have Tales of Berseria just staring at me on my monitor right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I have Spiritfarer staring at me, even though I was super hyped about its release. So it's just, I think maybe the quarantine's just caused a lot of people to get mentally lethargic, like just kind of mentally drift, not really sure of what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out when you don't give people much structure on what they can do with their day, they can't really make much structure themselves because the world's burning.
Yeah, literally.
Like, I'm confident maybe if a whole lot of other things didn't go wrong immediately, and it was just the quarantine, then people probably wouldn't be as, you know, mad about it, or at the very least, I would have been a bit more on board with playing different games and such, because I haven't even finished Hollow Knight yet.
Yeah.
But it's just... It's like everything that could have gone wrong this year did go wrong, and then some, on top of the quarantine. So, you know, you've got people staying at home who are just kind of feeling down, and then you've got all of their friends who are feeling down and or not contacting them. It's a slippery slope, man.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be able to get SP items pretty frequently in chests, so you don't have to feel bad about using them. I would feel bad if you used a bead, though. So people,
Actually,
as I mentioned earlier at the top of this episode, Jordan was doing some grinding, and I thought he was about to use a bead, which is essentially a full heal, on a character while he's just grinding this early on in the game. And I told Jordan as much. I'd be like, Jordan, I will disown you if you use something like that this early.
Yeah.
The thing about RPGs is that if you have super heals, you save that shit. Even for final boss, even if you're going against a final boss, on occasion you save that shit, because there might be a super boss.
Yeah.
But then past that super boss, there might be a super duper boss. Oh, you'll be able... wait, are you able to grow those?
I'm not
I know in
sure,
Gold...
but...
So, to explain what I just said, so in this one, Persona 4 Golden, you and your cousin can actually have a small garden where you can grow saplings, and those saplings will grow into vegetables that have different effects for you in this world. And those effects can range from cure any status ailment to increase your defense or give you back SP. I forget what each one of them does, but that's for certain. I believe you can get tomatoes that get your SP back.
All right.
And if you want the status ailment healing ones, it's the cabbage.
Cool.
And I don't remember how many floors Yukiko's dungeon is. I think it might be like 4 of them? No, 4 more floors, or it might be the next one.
Well, we'll find out pretty quick. I just want to make sure I kill a few things each floor.
Yeah. And if you encounter another gold hand, I think that might be your only encounter you need to do.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you're already level 11, and I feel like that puts you on a pretty good even footing with the boss.
Yeah, I'm probably okay to fight the boss now if I wanted to, by like being just slightly overpowered.
Yeah. But yeah, sometimes it's best, like, even after beating a dungeon, for you to go back on, like, a day where you literally can't do anything else. Like, no social links, no job whatsoever.
Yeah.
Or it's, like, raining, where that literally shuts down everything, and you're like, I'm gonna go into TV World and just try to find some golden hands, possibly. I did that in my playthrough, and who'da thunk? It does much. It does a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And you certainly are going to get a lot of money from all of these enemy items.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of the goal. I mean, do you think I should just speed through? Well, honestly, how long these videos are, I'm going to speed through a little.
Yeah, speed through. We've been in this segment long enough with Yukiko's dungeon.
Yeah, let's get through this.
Yeah, I think, God, I just don't remember how many friggin' floors there are in this castle. Ooh, a chest!
Damn it!
Oh, I know! Dude, oh. I am with you there. I've had that shit happen to me so many times. Like, the shadows just have so much mobility, and you have so little mobility, and you just get stuck in one place while you're trying to swing, and you're like, no. Like, you're like Emperor Palpatine. No.
We're getting out of here.
Vanish. Yeah, wouldn't be really worth it.
Yeah.
And thankfully, since there's no stealth mechanics like in Persona 5, you don't have to worry about getting booted out. Not that you really do. Like, if you grind properly.
Make sure.
Evasion of wind attacks.
Yep.
So, when you get Kanji, that'd be really good for him.
Yeah, totally. But for now, since most of the time I'm using Izanage, it's probably better I have that equipped.
Yeah, Izanagi is weak to wind, so that would be pretty good.
Though,
unless you decide to fuse. Actually, I suggest... Wait.
Oh, I got Agi. Nice.
Show me the list of your personas. Like, what personas have you got?
Well, I made one persona before walking in here, which is Sinri. And the reason I made Sinri is because she nullifies fire. So I can go into the boss fight with Sinri, and all of the special abilities won't hurt me.
Yeah, okay.
Because, again, main protagonist dies, you're dead. Also, she has Bufu, which means I got 2 ice casters against a fire boss.
And also,
so, yeah,
Senri's wearing like a loincloth thing.
Yeah. Actually, on the in-game model, it shows her as more or less having like a swimsuit. And it's different than the actual portrait.
I'm making a Josh. And you ruined it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't like that sometimes the in-game models don't match the portraits, but also I recognize the hardware limitations at the time.
Hardware, yeah, man, hardware limitations. I mean, you want to see in-game models of personas that look fucking awesome. I mean, again, 5. I've showed you what fucking Persona Fafnir looks like. Oh God. So I love the designs of SMT stuff because it's just so like it's so SMT, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Like, it's the same reason why people love the character designer of Bravely Default, Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy 12, like those character design portraits. And a lot of people also love the old Final Fantasy painting styles of the of olden days, as well as Kojima, the person that designed all of the Castlevania portraits.
Yeah.
So those are very distinct styles.
We just escape?
Oh, there! Now's your chance
Yes.
to run!
Yeah.
Yes.
We're just here for the chest.
Yeah. Big chest ahead. I assume that does that nullify fire? If so, then that could be good for Chie.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, reduces fire damage by 10%, which...
Yeah, doesn't nullify, but that works.
Yeah, that's still helpful.
Yeah, it'll knock her down still, but at the very least it won't,
Kill her.
Yeah.
Which is concern.
Yeah. Wow, you're getting a lot of golden chests.
Yeah, but I think I'm out of keys. Yeah, I'm out of keys.
Aw.
Still, good thing I had 3 keys and I got an item everyone could use from each pool.
That's true.
So, I've had worse luck with chests.
Yeah. I've had some worse luck with some gacha games, which is why I don't play them.
I don't even really understand what people mean by gacha game, if I'm being honest.
It's essentially just... I don't really know how to explain it either. I could probably send you a video of somebody that's spent,
I didn't even see them coming. Crap. Camera, why?
There was this channel named Giguk who did this video on where he spent $1,000 on a few different gacha games. And it is essentially gambling, but it's not necessarily pay to win, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, you're essentially paying for the chance to get characters and or items and things like that help your gameplay experience a bit more.
So
it's
pretty
not
much
like the game...
every mobile game?
Yeah. I mean, appropriately, considering a lot of gacha games are mobile games. Like, the only one in recent memory that isn't necessarily just mobile is this one called Genshin Impact that's been making a lot of rounds recently.
I have seen it come up occasionally.
Yeah.
Haven't played it.
Yeah.
It looks like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, think of it as Breath of the Wild, but with gacha game mechanics. Therefore, a lot of pretty anime people.
Ooh, they hit Pro Tag.
Ice them.
That's the plan.
But yeah, I played some Genshin Impact on my computer, and yeah, it's free to play, and in fact, a lot of gacha games are free to play, so it's not like you're gonna lose any money by checking them out, but... Do you have another Vanish Ball?
Say what?
Do you have another Vanish Ball?
Yeah, I'm using it.
Use it.
Because I could probably get through that, but by golly.
Yeah.
Though I wish, like, on partial fights like that, you'd still get some XP. Like, that would be nice.
But yeah, I played some Genshin. I did my thing with it. I thought it was alright, but not for me.
Yeah.
Like, if people like a whole lot of gacha games and enjoy the characters and everything, let them do their thing. Heal Chie before you go in there.
Let's just heal up real quick.
Yeah, heal Chie before you go in there.
Because I think I have more. Yeah. Okay, that's
Alright.
good.
You should be good, yeah.
Let me just... Do we got a... Okay, I got no snuff, so... Okay.
Yeah, I think you'll be good. But yeah, I did at least find a couple characters in Genshin that I thought were neat, but I'm not going to be the kind of guy that, like, drops $200 to get one character on a
I forgot
banner.
to change my persona before coming in here. Oh, well.
You'll change it in your first turn. It's not a big problem.
Yeah, except this game kind of punishes you for not actually like utilizing a turn.
Three princes are here to see me. Are you
I
surprised guests?
I expect in the future sometime uh, where they'll replace that Yukiko line with "Oh whoa, what's this?"
Oh whoa, there's 3 princesses come for
Oh
me.
no! Oh
Yeah.
god! Imagine if they bring back this whole shadow dynamic thing in Persona 6, and the character Shadow literally goes, "Ooh woo, what's this? Notices the party. Are all of you here to save my other half? Oh, you are such brave people. Oh, are you getting all bulgy woggy from saving a damsel in distress?" And you'll hear the cries of Atlas fans as their hearts sink into their stomach to be
I'm
digested.
sorry, but yeah, with lines like that, I still ship those two.
Oh, whoa, what's this? 3 points is here to save me? Be able to take me away from my responsibilities as the Amagi Inn?
Yukiko.
Oh, God.
In manager training? I'm sick of all these things chaining me. I never asked to be born here. Everything's decided for me, from how I live to where I die. I'm so sick of it. To hell with it all. That's not.
Yes, she's essentially like, I don't an inn manager. I don't want to have my life figured out for me. God damn it.
I want some freedom, motherfucker.
Courage to leave. So I sit on my ass. I don't care where we go. Anywhere's fine. As long as it's not here, I don't give a damn.
I don't know. I love kind of the character building in this game, though. I really
Yeah,
do.
that's thing that a lot of people say is that Persona as a series, especially 3 from like 3 onward, people can point to certain entries and say like, okay, this game has the best story, this game has the best cast, this game has like the best kind of message.
Mm-hmm.
3 apparently has the best message in themes.
I'd agree.
4 has the best cast, and 5 has the best story.
Yeah, I'd believe that. It's pretty good.
But then again, it's not like I can vouch. Well, it's not like you can vouch for 5 since you haven't played it yet.
Yeah, but I've played 3 and 4, and then I've
will-
actually played 2, so...
I will rectify that by the by, people. I will at some point have him sit down and play Persona 5 Royal.
Amanda has it for PS4. I'm going to try and play it sometime. But
It's
I know how
like-
long these games take, so it's going to be one of those times where I take like a week and I'm up there, and I'll probably play it
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say there's gonna be a particular boss fight in the game. I'm not gonna spoil what it is for you, but for anybody watching this that's played Persona 5, you know what boss fight I'm talking about. You know, and if you say no, then you're truly somebody that's lost. It is the most it is no lie, one of the most infuriating boss fights I have ever encountered in an RPG. Bar none.
Wow. Worse
It,
than
like-
the pixel guy in this game?
Actually, no. I beat Pixel Guy on my first try when I was playing this.
Wow.
No,
Alright,
this
I'm using
Persona
Senri. Awesome.
this Persona 5 boss. How do I put this? It took me like 4 to 5 tries to beat it, and has layers upon layers of bullshit mechanics that just like individually they would have been okay, but when they're all stacked on top of each other the way they are, remember what I mentioned to you before about the whole carpet beater Casino Royale scenario where you're getting whacked in the nuts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like you're getting completely whacked in the nuts by La Shifra with a carpet beater, dude. It's
Wow.
just like I hate the boss. Like, it's the reason why Persona 5 Royal dropped out of my front runners of Game of the Year. Like, I feel apprehensive on replaying that game solely because of that boss fight. Like, it's the Whitney of Persona. You know, Whitney from Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, it's... Ugh. God, fuck that fight so much. So bad. And it sucks, too, because that boss fight actually is related to a lot of people's favorite character in the game, but she's attached to the worst part of it.
Yeah.
Ugh, God.
Also, this group attack really does nothing to this boss.
That's why... Well, instead, how about, boost, like, Chie's attack or something and have her Bufu, and then just, you know, continually attack her instead of having to, you know, group attack. Because,
Yeah.
if anything, group attack only is super strong in 5, I feel. In 4, it's only good for, like, small enemies.
It really seems so. Like, it seems super underpowered on bosses.
Yeah, so, there you go. Yukiko. Oh my god, I'm
There's
just...
Diamond Shield.
I feel... I'm getting PTSD from that fucking boss fight. I was streaming that boss fight, and I died, like, 3 times, and I was like, I can't keep streaming this, or else I'm going to bleed out of my eyes if I keep going. And then I died, like, 1 more time on my personal time, and then I finally beat it, and I was like, fuck! Whoever designed that boss fight better have gotten fucking fired!
Mm-hmm.
Use Bufu. Okay.
She has white wall up.
Ah.
So
That's
with
fair.
white wall up, I know I can't really hit her with it. So...
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, man. And I'm confident everybody that knows the fight I'm talking about will know you'll get it. You'll get it. You'll feel my pain. You'll feel the PTSD headaches again. Ugh. But yeah, it was definitely... If it wasn't for that fight, it would have been frontrunner, but that position was taken over by Hades, gracefully. Like, God, that game kicks so much ass. It's so good. There you go.
Come, my prince.
Honestly, I think this is one of the weakest boss designs in the game.
Because it's a bit too literal.
It really is very literal, and also it's just... Most of the other bosses have such spectacle attached to them, where she's literally a bird in a cage. She's a phoenix. So fire. The end.
Yeah, it's like chandelier cage. It's like, oh, it's literally a gilded cage. Get it? It's like Chie's shadow design was way more interesting.
Oh god, yes. Just because I don't remember if anything affects the prince, and he can be annoying as hell.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, that's one
Oh
check.
god, what is that weak to?
Might be lightning.
I think it's weak to a good haircut. Because fucking hell, that thing has a terrible haircut. I mean, I get that it's the classic Prince haircut, but just, eh.
Yeah.
Chan can't use her persona.
Ice? Can you try fire on it? Have you done fire
Yeah,
on
I've
the
done
Prince?
fire on the prince already.
Try lightning?
Yeah, let me switch personas. Skill. Yeah, I'll just see. Because she'll survive another turn. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
he's weak to lightning.
Might as well, do you have anything that could get rid of Chie's silence?
Yeah, I do. I was thinking about
Actually-
boosting her.
Boost defense. That's actually a better idea.
Yeah.
You best do that, because at some point she's going to gain an ability where she'll drop the chandelier, and that shit hurts.
Yeah.
As dropping chandeliers would probably do.
Yeah, let's see. Okay.
You can do it. Attack the prince while he's down so you can dizzy him, I think.
Yeah.
There you go. That keeps him from at least hopping up and causing trouble again.
Yeah. Yeah, she's white-walled still, so I'm not too worried about it. Persona... One second, I want to skill... One foes, defense, not worried about that yet. There we go. Buff that too. Because she really doesn't need her skills in this fight.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
In fact, when I was playing this game, I rarely ever used Chie's elemental skills. She's better for me as her critical queen glass cannon self.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can you guys tell I'm a fan of glass cannons? I like sweeping glass cannons.
Yeah. That's pretty much what she's used for. I want to see if her white wall's still up.
This one's tough. Hang in there.
Doesn't actually tell me shit. I haven't seen it revert yet, though, so...
Yeah, best not take that chance. Just knock down the prince again.
Yeah, just keep him down.
And
That's how it's done. Chie-chan can't use her persona.
Which really isn't that big a deal.
yeah, I mean,
no, I'm going to see if maybe it
making-
works.
You are making good progress, though, in this fight. Okay, yeah, it did resist.
Yeah, okay, just...
Oh, now it reverts. Please don't hit.
Chie-chan's down.
Only hit Chie.
I'm so sorry. I jinxed you.
Supposed to work. You have to escort.
I jinxed you. I'm so sorry.
I'm really not that bothered by it.
No, I never should jinx. I have this problem of jinxing in RPGs. I do it myself, and I get so mad at myself for doing it. All right, so use this extra turn to maybe recover health.
That's what I'm
Let's
going to
go.
do.
Not gonna? A waste.
Man.
Yosuke, it's not a waste.
Let's see.
Heal pro, yeah, heal
Yeah,
protect.
he needs to be healed.
Up we go.
And that'll recover her. He's got Dia. And yeah, he's second lowest, so... Just give her a nice little smack.
Yeah, just kick her while she's down.
Nice little smack.
Kick her while she's down.
Prince should be.
And you're probably also gonna say, like, this design certainly doesn't make a good impression like Kanji's shadow does.
No, yeah, Kanji's is honestly one of my favorites. Like, I think Shadow Teddy's probably the best looking design in the game, but I just really like that almost Eldritch monstrosity poking out of the floor kind of thing.
Yeah, I actually think Teddy's, like, non-boss form is pretty creepy. Like, just Teddy's body, but with the very uncanny ass fucking eyes just looking at you. I think that's creepier than the boss design.
Really? Okay.
I mean, you just... Hold on, Later, I'm gonna find an image of Teddy's shadow form, not in boss form, and I'm just gonna send it to you, and I'm just gonna say, you cannot look at these eyes.
Oh, you mean the
and-
shadow form, not the regular Teddy.
No, not regular... No, I hate regular Teddy.
I know you hate regular Teddy. That's why I'm like, wait, regular Teddy, like, bothers you that much?
No. I mean Shadow Teddy, that's before he turns into his floor form.
Oh, yeah, no, he can be a little creepy, and I like that. Like, he's probably one of just the most just creep guys in the game. I like that.
Yeah,
It's just
no,
like, I'm a
Teddy's just-
creep. I'm a
that's-
weirdo. I'm in a giant bear mascot uniform. What am I doing here?
Please tell me that was a reference.
Yes.
Yes! I was about to chime in going, I'm a creep.
Pretty much, yeah. I was just like, yo.
Yeah, there are only two moments in this game where I think Teddy's funny. One is when you knock him down at the very beginning, and the other is when the characters all do this little omelet get-together where they're, like, taste-testing omelets, and Teddy picks up a piece of an omelet and he eats it and he goes, wow, this is awful! And combined with the delivery, the line, and the portrait, it actually made me laugh.
My dear prince.
Your prince is a wimp.
Why? Why won't he come?
No one's coming.
Because you're a
Now's your chance.
bitch.
Well, I was gonna say something different, but I don't think. Nah, too easy.
I mean, I'm sorry if you're begging all the time. There's a word for that. Oh yeah, she hasn't reverted yet, so where is it? Increase attack. There we go. Boost that. I want her to kick her in the face. Let's see. Go ahead and make sure she'll survive.
Be a priority.
Yeah, just be sure.
You have to make sure best girl stays alive. And yes, people, I'm a Chie stan. What of it? Like, what can I say? I like tomboys, and Chie's utility and gameplay really sold me on her.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing about me with video games when it comes to video game waifus. I'm not usually one to jump on somebody's character and go, "Oh God, they are my best." I usually like wait to see how they perform in gameplay before I check out their character, and I'm like, "All right, you're cool. I like you."
Sure. I mean, that's fine, but...
Like for instance, Joshua from Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. Like, I would not have thought much of his character if it wasn't for the fact that he was a fucking god in combat.
Yeah.
Sensei, mind your health, okay?
So when Chie just performs critical after critical after critical, or pulls some really insane stuff in gameplay, and then I find out that she's this dork that likes kung fu movies and kicks enemies into the stratosphere, I'm like, yes, all of this, please.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. May I have another?
I will admit, she's also kind of my type in that regard as well.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like, as I've stated before, like, Yukiko's fine, but she's a very princessy type character. But Chie's like princess bodyguard, and I'm definitely more of a princess's bodyguard type of person. I'm not one for daffodils. I'm not one that goes after royalty types, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Unless if they're like the bitch queen that would execute a prisoner herself. Like, there's a specific type of royalty character that I just find awesome to the core. It's the queen that just kind of is no nonsense, gets the shit done her way, and she gets her way no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't really watched the show, but there's this character in Shield Hero that's the queen of the fantasy universe, and she literally denounces her own daughter for doing horrible things to the protagonist and exiles her. And I'm like, can I be king with her? Can I be king with her, please? Like, I'm more of a fan of a queen that would want to go out on the battlefield and fucking look her enemy dead in the eyes as she runs her blade through them.
Hell yeah.
Yep, like, let's see. Have you seen the Witcher Netflix series?
Yes, I have.
Calanthe,
Yeah.
the Queen of Sintra. She is that. And I'm like, yes. All of this, please. All of this and some mead. Thank you very much. So, yeah. That's kind of my whole dealio.
Thanks.
You're getting there.
Damn. Yeah.
Probably. Oh wait, that's right. She used what? White wall.
Yeah.
Nice. That's the other thing about glass cannons, is that they're usually evasive, and I prefer dodge tanks more than tanks.
That's interesting to me. I prefer tanks to dodge tanks,
Well,
but
actually, for me, it depends on the game. In the case of Persona, where you don't exactly dodge attacks very often, yeah, I probably would prefer tanks like Kanji, but Chie's a unique case.
She really is.
Yosuke's scared.
And if y'all are wondering what my other Persona best girls are, for 5, it's Takemi, the doctor. For 3, I don't know. There's not really anybody in 3 that I really latched onto. Like, maybe it's because I haven't played that far, never really played that far into 3, but of the ones, I'd maybe say Mitsuru. The one with the red hair, for anybody that doesn't know who I'm talking about.
Yosuke barely has any.
Because all the other girls just seem either kind of plain or just really bitchy.
Yeah.
Like Yukari, for instance, like one of your other first party members in the game, she comes off as kind of snooty. Well, not snooty. She comes off kind of bitchy. And in 5, it's just Tai Takemi, or Tei Takemi. Like I love her. I love. Yes. Yes.
Yosuke's scared.
How about you, Jordan? Who's your Persona 3 waifu since you've played the game?
Robot girl. I forget her name.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yosuke's hurt. Someone do something.
Are you sure you want to kill her before getting Yosuke back up to full health?
Oh yeah, because it won't give him XP.
Yeah.
I wish we were like 5 seconds sooners with that because I forgot this game did that.
I was thinking, like, well, her health was super low, and I was like, is he gonna bring him up before he knocks her down?
I didn't even think of it because I was
It's
like,
fine.
every
It's
other
fine.
RPG. Oh well.
You'll find another golden hand or something that could compensate. And
Well,
unless
that
you
or
plan on
just keep him in my party a little bit, and
also,
you know.
you're gonna replace him with Kanji. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, but it's also a 4-party group, and I actually use him pretty late game. Like, I like Yosuke.
Yeah. For me, it's just some of the other characters I feel outlived their usefulness in my yeah.
We understand. You're not the only one like that, Yukiko-san. Everyone has something they can't show to other people, or don't want to admit to themselves.
Yukiko, I'm sorry. I was so self-centered that I never understood what you were going through. I'm your friend, and I still... Chie. I was always jealous of you, Yukiko. You had everything that I didn't. That jealousy was like a wall, and I was so lonely. I wanted you to need me. But it was me who needed you. Can't do
Come
anything
to
right.
my window.
Trouble for Yosuke and the others.
I don't know the rest of the
I
song.
wouldn't know what to do.
Hooty hoot!
Gee, I never saw the real you either. I was too busy trying to...
I'm sorry, but with these lines, I can't not ship them.
Yeah,
Someone to save
it's
me.
too. They're pretty.
Those
They're fairly obvious.
Yeah.
Like, even though they do drop major hints during their social links that they're into the protagonist, which, you know, appropriately, well, I mean, it's a Persona game, of course they would, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, like, there's just some things, like, in the story where I don't mind if, you know, some of the party members have relationships with each other. Like, you know, that's kind of cool. Not enough games actually try that.
Think that they probably would never do that due to the nature of these games being like insert yourself into the protagonist's role.
Yeah.
That way they pair up with whichever character suits their wants with a relationship. It's just the full shipping thing.
I feel like
that
by
was
the
talked about
end of the
before.
game, though, if you don't pick one or the other, it should just kind of revert to, like, true ending. You
Well,
know? Since, like, these games do have a true ending, and since now they're trying to connect the games together, and there's essentially, like, a canon going on.
Well, no, they're not connecting the games together.
Of course.
I will say that.
Well, 3 and 4 are directly connected. And
No, they're not.
Yeah,
oh,
they
wait, that's
are.
right. They visit the school there. Well, that doesn't mean that their plots connect.
No, they do, and it's revealed in Persona Q, Persona Q2, and then also the fighting games.
Those are
And,
non-canon spin-offs.
dude, essentially they are hinting that these games now tie together. And
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
non-canon
surprised if at some point Persona 5 gets looped into all of this too, and they just find a way to retcon it in.
The only things that are canon sequels to the stories are like the dancing games and the upcoming Strikers Warriors-like game.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about the fucking dancing games.
I'm Teddy.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm Teddy. You ever got together with a bear?
because I want to know.
Have you ever tried to do missionary while staring into my soulless eyes?
Sorry.
How's my Teddy impersonation?
Pretty decent. I mean, not great, but like it works enough that like if I were to animate it and no one heard his voice immediately before, they'd recognize you as him. Also, I think you should say that Teddy wants her inside of him.
No new clues.
Not necessarily.
I mean, he's hollow.
Yukiko-san here.
That'd be the weirdest vor ever.
Pretty much. Like that would be the only thing he could do at this point in the game.
Now would that be more like Gluttony from Full Metal Alchemist or Kirby?
Probably Kirby. I mean, look at his design.
Guys,
Yeah, that's fair.
You little, you one-lying sack of honey.
Anyway.
Did somebody say honey? Okay, if there's any person I
Oh,
know I
God.
can't do an impersonation of, it's definitely Pooh.
I don't even want to
I was-
try. I don't even want to try, but oh my god. That was great. Good timing.
leaving me?
I was unsure if whether or not it would have been appropriate.
Sorry, Ted.
Hey Pooh, how are you doing? They took my fucking eyes.
My, it's getting crowded here. Why don't you and I
Teddy.
go somewhere else?
And then she got bored.
Come on. Ready, please?
Giving me the creeps. That's it. You're stuck here for the rest of your life.
Yeah, Teddy's.
Teddy is a creep, but it's more that he just doesn't know anything. He's just so oblivious.
Yukiko, are you alright?
Yeah.
And that's what makes him slightly endearing, because even when he gets his human form, he's just so freaking oblivious.
Yeah, and then he dresses up in that Alice in Wonderland outfit, and I know you're gonna be like, yeah, Teddy's fine.
Yeah, that's the thing. I actually do like Teddy, but yeah, the only reason I really kind of like him is, yeah, he's just oblivious as hell.
Yeah, I just
Well,
find him
no worries.
annoying.
You're safe, and that's more.
Like, let's be frank. And
No,
I'm gonna tell you right
he's
now,
got
the
his
mascot
moments. He's just
character
a
of
creep, and yeah,
Yeah.
he's... Yeah.
the mascot character of Persona 5.
Same way as the last two, Vic, and I think the one we
It's
saw in
not
the
as
channel
bad,
isn't the
but
real
he's
Yukiko-san.
not that much better.
Maybe the things
But
If
at
that
least,
makes
like, in
sense.
the real world, it's just a cat.
Yes, which is a benefit, but he still has moments where
No.
he essentially like full on simps over one of the main characters, and it's just like he literally calls her Lady Anne or Lady An as they pronounce it in the game,
Oh, that's right.
and I'm just like, oh, you literally can see the fedora materializing on his fucking
We'll talk
head.
about all this some more once she gets her
It's just, oh, it's so bad, so bad. So, do you feel like saving after that fight?
Yeah, we're gonna save and call it a day at this point, but, you know, that was fun.
Yeah, this was a fun episode. Got to catch up and talk about all sorts of things.
And the murderer is here. Look into his soulless eyes as he stares at the little girl like a pedophile.
Oh,
Hi there.
dude. Too far.
Oh my freaking god. I'm sorry, like, it is a spoiler, but if no one
I mean too far
suspects
with
him.
the P word, bro. Like, everybody knows Adachi's the murderer, but dude.
I mean, honestly, with some of the vibes he throws off, I would not throw it past him.
Nice to meet you. I'm Adachi, the guy who's been your...
I can still work you harder, you know.
A good one, sir.
The thing is, it really is a twist. Like, I wish I didn't get that spoiler since I never finished the game back in high school, but...
Well, it's kind of implied in the original game, considering how he's like one of the major characters you don't have a social link with, but they rectified that with Golden here because you do get a social link with him.
Yeah.
But again, the damage has been done. People already know.
Yeah.
And for anybody that's, you know, being like, I didn't know Adachi was the murderer, you shits, you spoiled it for me. Well, sorry, you're definitely not the demographic of this video, of this pseudo LP we're doing.
Yeah, like, I know Amanda's probably going to watch the pseudo LP that we're doing, and yeah, this is a spoiler for her, but also, you don't know how it happens, you don't know the story about why he's the murderer or anything, like, there's still plenty for you to figure out.
And it's not like there's any lack of drama after knowing the twist.
Oh my god, yes. So, trust me, just knowing that he's the killer doesn't ruin this game for you. Like, it really shouldn't.
God,
there's so much more going on.
There's so much more, and it's still a really good game.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
Ignore him. He's just... Anyway, don't mind him.
He's just the intern.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, he literally brought coffee to him at some point. That's literally an intern
Shut up
job.
and sit down. What?
Hey, there you go.
I really wish it just, like, you know, threw me right into the conversation, but whatever. We're going to see if there's a conversation, because if I end the video here and there is, we're going to miss it in the next episode, so let's just see what happens really quick.
Yeah, might as well.
Because cutscenes. If
Yeah.
it's not on a day I'm grinding, I want to include it.
Yeah. Or a day where you're doing social link stuff, Mr. Rank Up Yosuke.
Hey, gotta rank up Yosuke, and I gotta rank up my boys. Gotta rank up them boys. Like today, I'm gonna rank up my girl, because I gotta go to the, you know, acting class. Whoop whoop.
Unless it doesn't happen when raining, in which case...
You know, I don't know if it won't, because it's, like, technically an indoor thing. Let me see. I'm so curious now. Does it not happen during rain?
I just know that a lot of activities end up getting shut down while it rains.
A lot do, but I'm curious, because I think Wednesday is a day you can do it. One second. I'm curious
just,
now. So
just something that can save you a bit of time. Hit X on your controller.
Oh.
There you go.
Holy God. Did that exist in the original game? Because I don't think I ever used it.
I want to say it does.
Oh my God. That's freaking amazing.
Did I just blow your mind?
Yeah.
Doors locked.
Monday,
oh,
Tuesday,
so they don't
Thursday,
even
okay.
meet on Wednesdays.
Okay. Well, whoops. I wonder what's on the
we'll
roof.
just go ahead and go save and end the video.
Oh, I've already saved, so we're just running around on the roof. Have a nice day, everybody. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
There we go. Yay. Random sound effects.
Were you just expecting?
Yeah, I was just expecting something, and you just left me hanging, man.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
There. Clip that out and put it in perfectly cut screams. I dare you.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. But
No,
okay.
I'm daring the people.
Oh, yeah, sweet. Please. All right, well. See you later, couch potato.
Bye.